Why meditate? There's so much stuff out there to do. There's so many movies to be watched, so many books to be read, so many friends to call, so many different things that we'd rather do. When I retire, that's when I'm going to meditate. Right now I'm really busy. The unfortunate part is that what the knowledge and the meditation is going to help you with is to live life. To live life to its fullest. Stress-free, disease-free, and free from fear. Because that's what meditation does for you. It releases stress. It brings you tremendous peace. It cures disease. And it takes away any fears you have. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. If I had to give you all the benefits of meditation, I would need, perhaps 2 to 3 days of continuous talking. There is so much to be said about meditation. But the one thing that everyone needs to understand is that until you are ready, it will not come to you. Until you are ready, you will not come to it. And if you have come, it means that in some part of your previous lives, you were a meditator. And you have returned to your source. You've returned to something familiar. Evolved souls meditate. New souls don't see the value of meditation. New souls are born and they die and they're born. Not evolved souls. Evolved souls have rests between lives to think about what they need to work on. And if you have turned to meditation, it means that you are looking for that purpose. That you are looking to see why you have been born on this earth. The answer will not come from anything, anyone around you. If somebody tells you, I can tell you what your purpose of life is, please stay away from that person. Nobody knows what anyone else's journey is. But all the great masters do is guide you to yourself. It is only when you go inward, when you stop the chatter of the highway going on in your head, the constant traffic, the congestion, when that quietens down, from your source it springs up as a thought, as an idea, as something brilliant, as a sense of peace even. So what happens when you meditate? As soon as you sit down to meditate and you close your eyes and start breathing evenly, that is all you need to do for your breath to slow down. So first thing that happens is that your breath slows down. You also become aware of your breath because you've stopped talking. You've turned off the television, you've turned off the phone, you've turned off all the external noise, and now you can hear your heart beating and the sound of your breath. Do you know that most people go through their entire life without ever thinking about their breath? And it is the breath that keeps you alive. It is the one thing that if it is not there, you're not there. Yet, nobody even pays attention to the breath. The breath is everything. So the first thing that happens during meditation is your breath will slow down. Okay. As soon as your breath slows down, your heart rate is also going to come down. Your heart will stop beating. You're staying in one position. There is no effort. There is no exertion. The muscles in your body begin to relax. And your body and your mind, they like to stay at the same level. Right? So a lot of activity, a lot of thoughts. Right? Doing this, doing that, multitasking, getting this done, going to the store, calling your daughter, fixing up this, talking to your husband, doing some work on the computer, eye-chatting. We do so much. And the more we do, the more the thoughts. They tend to stay at the same level. So the minute your body relaxes, the mind is saying, okay, I need to relax too, because the body is down here, so let me relax a little bit. And as soon as it relaxes, it lets out thoughts. So you will have thoughts coming up in meditation. It is normal. Thoughts come up during meditation. And then suddenly you'll be saying, I should have had a better haircut. Maybe I should go to India. I have to call somebody for the ticket. And that's when you start thinking about the money, then you suddenly get aware, oh my God, I'm thinking. I need to meditate. I'm supposed to be meditating. So you say, okay, now I'm going to just relax. I'm going to meditate. So you take the mantra, or you focus on the light, or you focus on the breath, whatever tool that the instructor is using with you, and you meditate. And it goes down a little bit more. And again, the mind is also saying, oh my God, you're all the way down there, I need to calm down. And again, the thoughts are coming up. So do not think that when you meditate, it is the absence of thought. Absolutely not. The thoughts coming during your meditation is a good sign. Except now you're aware of them. You have something like 70,000 to 100,000 thoughts arising in a day. Rama, how many thoughts can you count for me? Tell me all the thoughts you had from the morning. Can you remember?
Don't remember, but many.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
They're coming one after another, again and again and again. This thought, this thought, this thought. This one I like, this one I don't, this one I'm keeping, this one I'm releasing. It's all going into your subconscious is being bombarded. All day you're being bombarded with ideas and thoughts and visions and pictures. And you might say it doesn't affect you, but you watch a TV serial and you watch people being killed and you watch something that's painful. That remains. It is getting into your subconscious whether you like it or not. Every time you're driving, you're outside there and saying, oh my God, look at the way he's parking the car. Look at that old lady driving. Why should they drive on the road? All these thoughts are going in your head. It's getting into your subconscious. Those are the ones that are uncoiling when you get into the meditation. It is not rare to find a strange thought from your childhood coming up. Or a thought about somebody living in another country whom you've never seen. It can also change the quality of your dreams at night, meditation. Many things happen during meditation. But the effect is never seen immediately. If you ask me, the one thing that you can expect from meditation, it is nothing. Nothing is going to happen during meditation. If you think that you're going to come here week after week and after week 52 you will be enlightened, please, ain't gonna happen. Enlightenment is not that easy, yet it happens in a second. It can happen overnight before you know it, or it can never happen. And a desire for enlightenment is in fact one of the biggest evils on the spiritual path. We desire to be completely free from our problems and liberated and permanently happy. And we want to meet our Guru and we want to know the truth and we want to have a permanent state of bliss. That is the biggest evil, because again it is a feverish desire that you have. Only this time it's for enlightenment, it may be for a good thing, but still it is still a feverish desire. Meditation takes you into a certain, your brain waves change, your brain patterns are going to be changing. They get into much calmer alpha and beta levels. Very often you can't tell the difference if you're meditating or you're sleeping. One good way of figuring out is if you've got drool on your chest, you're sleeping. So, or if your neighbor says stop snoring, then you're sleeping. Your body takes what it wants whenever you meditate. There are times you will fall into deep sleep. When I lead you into certain chakras, you're storing your stress in your stomach chakra, in the solar plexus. If I ask you to bring the breath there, you get in so deep because it's all congested. And you go out for a few minutes, you just can't hear after that. It takes a while for the congestion to heal. We are holding stress without even realizing it. Each one of us will hold our stress in different spots. Some in the throat, some in the forehead, some in the chest, some in the stomach, some in the pelvis. And if this stress is untreated, it manifests as disease. It will manifest as disease. You will see that if you're terribly upset about anything, something is bothering you at work, family member is sick, something is bothering you about the way your child is behaving, something that's really, really bothering you, 2 days later you'll be ill. And some people get the runs, some people get bronchial trouble. If you're holding it here, it's bronchial. If you're holding it here, it's heart and vascular disease. If you're holding it here, it's gastric diseases. If you're holding it in your pelvis, in your Swadhisthana chakra, you're going to get, problems with your genitals and your kidneys. Whatever that chakra is connected with, that's where you're... So meditation prevents disease. Because you can observe your thoughts during meditation. You're very aware. And sometimes you're also aware of the lack of thought, because when I say become aware of a thought, you're saying, okay, now what thought shall I think of? What thought shall I bring in? Is that happened to you? Right, you can't think what you're thinking of, because there is no thought at that moment. And that does happen. The gap between the thoughts increases. You find less and less you're in the chains of thoughts. A thought by itself is okay, a random thought, and that comes from the mind releasing. But chains of thoughts is what we want to avoid during meditation. We want to avoid during life, right? During your daytime. You don't want things to go on, and that's how the thought process works. One leads to another, leads to another, leads to another, leads to another, and then you wonder where you started, right? And that's what keeps the mind active and keeps you completely enslaved to the mind. By becoming aware of thoughts during meditation, we increase our chances of becoming aware of thoughts during the day. The talks that I give prior to the meditation are extremely useful, because Subliminally, it is entering your subconscious. And when you're slipping into those deep, deep levels, at some level it absorbs. And it comes back to you when you're faced with a situation where you need to use the knowledge. I will be happy today. I will not let this person take away my happiness. Happiness is my birthright. I need faith. I need faith. I need courage. Today I need this more than it. The messages will come back. That is the advantage of meditation. It is like my teacher Steve used to say, pulling an arrow back. The further back you pull, the greater distance the arrow travels. Similarly, when you meditate and go deep into yourself, you are much more in action. You achieve a lot more during the day with less effort. With much less effort. There is the whole purpose of introducing meditation into your life is so that your life becomes effortless. That everything comes to you unsought. That you don't need to search for this and search for that. You're so connected to your source and so connected with universal energies. You are so Godified. You have brought the powers of the divine within you that you have to ask and it manifests. That's all it is. That's all it is. Meditation brings out the positive qualities of a human being. It brings out joy and peace and sharing and compassion. You will never find after you come out of a meditation that you say, I hate you. That word won't enter your dictionary. So negative qualities are not gotten rid of by focusing on them. Whatever you focus on carries on in your life. Whatever you resist persists is what we were told by our master. Whatever you can't get rid of something by focusing on it. You get rid of something by compensating for it. So you increase the good qualities so much in you that the bad ones fall off. They appear less and less and less. When they come up and raise their head, immediately you're aware. I shouldn't be feeling jealous. I shouldn't be feeling envy. I should be happy with what I get. Why do I want all those things? So it changes the quality of your day. Where you're not jumping from task to task to task, but seamlessly flowing like a river. And much more gets done because your focus on your jobs is 100%. You're not scattered thinking this, I must do that, I must call you, I must do this, look at my phone, this, that. You're not doing that. You're doing it one job at a time. To the best of your ability. You carry the essence of the meditation into the quality of your day. You will only notice the benefits of meditation when you stop meditating. Right? Then you will see the irritation surfacing. Then you will see how people annoy you. Then you will see how you're feeling so jealous that the neighbor bought an BMW. And so jealous that someone has moved to a lovely city and bought a big house. And as long as you are meditating, you're so busy enjoying the beauty and the fruits and the flowers and the trees and the flowers and everything looking so wonderful. And lovely food. Food tastes so much nicer. That you've forgot to think about these things for a while. You will only notice the changes in your life over a period of time. And these changes are qualitative changes, right? So it cannot be measured. It cannot be measured, but when you look back 5 years, you say, oh my God, I used to shout so much. I used to get so annoyed. I used to eat so much of sweet. I used to love my chocolate so much. I was such a hater. I was such a criticizer. Where is that person gone? It creeps up on you very slowly. But in order for you to get the maximum benefit from meditation, you have to give to it. You have to put into that fund. You can't come once a week and expect 7 days of peace. You put in 1 hour, you get 1 hour. Maybe you get 4. Whatever you put in is what you're going to get out of it, right? If you don't make it a priority in your life is not going to be effortless. If you make it the last thing on your agenda, then your stress is the last thing to leave you. It's just quite as simple as that. People need to learn it young, when they're young, so they can face life effortlessly. To meditate is not to go and sit on a mountain in the Himalayas, although people are welcome to do that. The idea is to live this life to its fullest. Enjoy what the world has to give without any feverish wanting. That's what we want. To get the love and to get the abundance, because it is our birthright and we've connected to our source. That is the whole purpose of meditation. And what I do here is nothing. You do it. I merely facilitate. Your meditation is the grace of the divine. If you connect, the divine will give you that experience of meditation. No one can explain it. No one can tell you exactly how it feels. No one can tell you what the benefits are. It is all grace. It is grace flowing in your life. And it is my dream to bring it to more and more and more people, to talk to bigger and bigger audiences, to reach thousands of people and show them that it's really easy to be happy. You meditate, you take the happiness decision every single day, and with faith, courage and gratitude, you live this moment to its fullest. One simple and easy formula. Breathing, meditation, knowledge. You have to combine the three. On its own, meditation is of use, but without the knowledge, what use are you putting it to? The breathing, the meditation, the knowledge, all three are important. They're 3 prongs of the trident that Shiva holds. You have to use all 3. So if you have chosen this path, and you have, I think, you have to give it 30 to 40 minutes a day. 10 minutes of good breathing, pranayam, 10 to 15 minutes of meditation, 10 to 15 minutes of knowledge. Listen to a video or read a book. That's not a lot. There's 24 hours in a day. This is what changes your life. Not everyone's going to do it. Like I said, the chosen few will. The chosen few will. And through them, the perfume will spread to their families, to the people they come in contact with. And the world is going to become a better place. This I sincerely believe. That is why I meditate.